Back at it again, and I came across this video and I found it to be a very interesting question that I wanted to get your thoughts on. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and let's dive in.
Joining me now to do that, Byron York, chief political correspondent for the Washington Examiner and Fox News contributor, and Horace Cooper, author and legal commentator. All right, Byron, let's start with you. Who's a really good pick right now? If you had to pick one VP for Trump, who would it be?
If I picked one, I would probably pick Sarah Huckabee Sanders. She's the governor of Arkansas, a Trump White House veteran. No other governmental experience than that, but actually a really good choice for President Trump.
Okay, Horace, that is interesting. Sarah Sanders, obviously very young, knows the president very well. We know that he respects her greatly. What are your thoughts?
Well, I actually think Youngkin would be a better running mate. If you pick up Virginia, and the surveys show with him on the ticket, you're very likely to carry Virginia. And that would mean you wouldn't need to worry about a state like Wisconsin in terms of electoral votes. You must figure out a way to grow the support on Election Day, and that's one way to do it.
All right. Well, you have 3 picks up there. We're going to get to each one. But, Byron, one of Horace's choices you saw up on the screen was Nikki Haley, who was very well-respected governor of South Carolina, of course, UN ambassador, and they had a very good working relationship. But she comes from a different side of the philosophy in the Republican Party today, no doubt. But what about her?
Well, as you said, she's one of my picks, too. As you said, the pros are she's very, very experienced, both in domestic governing and policy and in international affairs. So that's a big deal. The con, of course, is she's running against Trump and criticizing Trump. But she hasn't been that super critical of Trump, and politicians can get over that sort of thing. And besides, I think Trump kind of likes it when someone who's been very critical of him has to come around and maybe kiss the ring and work for him. So, yes, she is from a different wing of the Republican Party, but they're out there, too, and they do vote. And giving them a reason to vote for Donald Trump against, they might not vote for otherwise, is not a terrible idea.
So you're saying it mollifies some of the concerns of the establishment types who are still very worried about President Trump's electability. I understand that. Let's move on to some cabinet picks. Horace?
I found this to be a very interesting question. I started asking myself, who actually should Trump pick? And, for a while, I was saying RFK Jr., but as I announced yesterday, and, some of the information has come out, is that RFK Jr. may be running independent, which I like. I like that idea. I think he's really going to pull some people from the Democrat Party onto his ticket and really sink the Democrat Party, as well as Cornel West. So I take RFK Jr. off. I like the idea. I love the idea. I think the ticket would have been unbeatable. You couldn't beat that ticket, him and Trump, in my humble opinion. But I like him running independent. Now, if I move on from there, then where do I go? I could see the point with Nikki Haley, making sure you get some of the establishment votes, that sort of thing. I could see, I think he made a good point with Youngkin in making sure that you secure the electoral votes, right? But I also have somebody else in mind that actually was on the screen. Listen to this speech and let me know what you guys think about him.
We need to start getting that oil out of the ground right now. Not in 5 years, not in 10 years, not in 2 years. I told somebody. All these people arguing about being president. All these people arguing about being president. I want to be the president. I want to be the president. I just want to get something done, get a woman. Yeah, I'll get a woman, I just won't get you. Kelly Aikens came on stage trying to throw singers. Meanwhile, our future and our children's future are going down the drain. Now is not the time for weak-kneed politicians to stick a book smiles. I need a warrior in that White House. I need United States of America, and I'm not here to be your tail. I'm here to be the head. I'm here to lead, and I'm here to lead for freedom, for what's right. I don't want to hear one more weak-kneed politician. When you think they'll be possibly president, I don't know. I want George Washington. I want Thomas Jefferson. I want Sam Houston. I want Davy Crockett. I want General Patton to come back. I want those people to stand up and declare to the world, we're not afraid of you. I want people that are willing to look at the media. Yeah, the media. Do we have any of those guys in the house today? ABC, CBS, NBC, you in here? Do you hear me? I don't fear you. I don't fear you. You want my head, come and get it. You want my head, you come and get it. I consider it to be an honor to have a head to give for my country. And I'm glad we do it. Why? Because somebody was willing to give their head, their life for me. I look back over the history of this country. Sometimes it brings tears to my eyes. Young men, young women, who were willing to risk all for concepts they didn't understand, like independence, liberty. Barely understood what it was about. But in their mind's eye, they could see a better day in this country for their families, for their friends, and for future generations. Young men and women fought the cataclysm of our soul, stood on the fields of Fredericksburg and Gettysburg, stood up at Little Round Top. People who stood in places like Iwo Jima. Young men.
We're going to end that there. But what do you guys think about Mark Robinson, Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina? Let me know. Let me know. I like the guy. Everything I've heard from him and seen, I'm interested in. I love, and I mean, he's a fantastic speaker. I don't know about y'all, but that got me fired up right there. Make no mistake about it. I got a little fired up right there. And I know some of you are probably saying, well, we kind of like Vivek. And for a while I was saying the same thing. But I want you guys to check out this clip here because I think it's really, really interesting. And I would love to hear Vivek answer. I need some answers regarding this video. Check this out.
Democratic or Republican idea.
These are not Democrat ideas or Republican ideas.
This is an American idea.
These are fundamentally American ideals.
Imagine they were driving a car and they drove it into the ditch.
If somebody has repeatedly crashed your car,
you can't have the keys back.
Do you want to turn over the keys to the same people who crashed it?
He said Russia in the 1980s are now calling to ask for their foreign policy back.
I have a newsflash. The USSR does not exist anymore.
You know, the Cold War's been over for 20 years.
It fell back in 1990.
A skinny guy with a funny name.
Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name?
But they sense deep in their bones.
I believe deep in my bones.
E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. We are one people.
I have a dream that we can be one people again.
Now, I don't know, guys. I don't know. There has been speculation that he is a plant, you know, and we talked about this previously because, you know, it almost seems too good to be true, like too polished to be, you know, a real thing. We were always warned about the too good to be true things, right? Got to be careful because even salt looks like sugar, right? You know, and I don't know. I've never gotten the same vibes from Vivek that I got from Ron DeSantis. If you guys remember, there was always something about Ron DeSantis that was just off to me. And I said this in my previous videos a while back. I was like, there's something off about him. I can't tell you what it is. I can't pinpoint it, but just something feels off. And I couldn't tell you. Lo and behold, obviously time reveals, you know, the guy isn't really who we thought he was. I haven't gotten that feeling about Vivek, but there's just been these instances of things. And then you have this video here that shows him and Obama literally repeating basically the same things. Now, that could just be, whoever is helping him write his speeches, plagiarized a little bit here or there. Or it could be maybe he's a plant. I don't know. What do you guys think? And I only showed you that because I know a lot of you were probably saying Vivek. And a lot of you are probably like, hold on, I thought you said Vivek before. But then you watch a video like that and you're like, I don't know. So what do you guys think? Who should be Trump's running mate? Mark Robinson? Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I believe her name is Kristi Noem. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Let me pull that back up real quick. It was on the screen. Yes, Kristi. Yeah, so here it is. Kristi Noem out of South Dakota. I like Kristi. I could see why someone would say Nikki Haley. I get it, right? I get it. Not my top pick, but I understand. Carrie Lake. I like Carrie Lake personally, right? And I've spoken about that in the past. But is she the best pick to win? See, and I think some people get confused with, people that they like versus winning. My number one goal is to win. And that's why I came out in defense of Trump when people were coming at him because he didn't say what they wanted him to say on a certain thing. The objective is to win. It should always be to win, especially now. If you pick the wrong person, you could sink this entire ship and it means absolutely nothing. Just because you like the person or thought that they were great. Sometimes you got to employ a little bit of strategy. So maybe Nikki Haley is the move because she is a bit more establishment, right? Because the goal is to win. And at the end of the day, a vice president really doesn't do a whole lot. So it's not like she would be absolutely standing in his way of too much. But if it could guarantee that he wins, I'll take it. Honestly, I will take it. Because once again, the goal should be to win. If you don't win the game, then no matter what kind of rules you wanted to employ or things that you wanted to stop or were for or against, it means absolutely nothing if you don't win. So that's my standing on it. You guys can let me know in the comment section. Like I said before, I think Mark Robinson is also a great pick. I can see why someone would also say Glenn Youngkin to make sure that you secure Virginia, but I don't know. How you guys feeling? Let me know in the comment section. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts and your opinions. If you guys got a wild card about somebody out there that we aren't really talking about, I'm interested to hear it because once again, I'm still new to politics, so I don't know everybody there is to know. Maybe there is somebody out there that I'm missing, maybe from Illinois or Michigan or Pennsylvania or Ohio, one of these states that, not so much Illinois or New York, right? One of those states that, you could see flipping Republican, right? Or going the other way. So you get somebody from there to try to secure, that vote in that state. How you guys feeling? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.